Hey, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hello, welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. Come on, yeah, welcome. Okay, we'll wait for a few more viewers to. I'm just kidding. I'm not streaming. I'm just sitting here talking. I know you guys. Some people don't like that. And I'm not going to do any covers either. In case you haven't figured that out by now, I've been playing in cover bands all my life. Now, you want covers? You want some really cool covers? Check in my playlist. Look up Leonid and Friends. Henley something. Oh man, my memory. Henley something. Country band. They're from Australia. Unbelievable. There's tons of tribute bands, Pink Floyd, the whole 9 yards, hard rock, anything, Kiss, anything you want to cover. I love it too, because I love that they dedicated to, sounding and reproducing exactly what was recorded. That's another mindset. Welcome to my world. I don't give a shit about any of that. I'm here to have fun. What I did was I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about my system here, for myself even, just to elaborate why I use it this way. Because I'm a poor musician, you know what I'm saying? I don't, oh God, I'm sorry. Ooh. Sometimes the pain just gets to me. Anyway, sorry, I digress. There's, all this is the Yamaha MX49 and the little Uno synth, Uno Pro. And I've done my research. I've tried into, like I say, I know I got a goal, okay? And it's not to sound like anybody else, okay? I'm trying to discover new things, not trying to be a new artist, or I do it for me. I would love for you to go around along with me and experiment and check it all out and just follow every once in a while. It doesn't always have to be, the latest and greatest. What it really has to boil down to is application. That old adage, knowledge is power. Well, that's probably one of the biggest lies you probably ever believed in your life. Knowledge is information. Power is knowing how to apply knowledge. I mean, I know a couple PhDs personally I grew up with, and they're now PhDs, and you know what? They're still dumb. They know a lot of things, but they don't know how to do anything. There's no application. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, here's my thing. I see how I digress. That's what this is, folks. I'm just going to friggin' talk about this little keyboard right here. I'm going to talk about how I have them set up, okay? This is the MX49. Now, I'm not a keyboard player, okay? Please, guys, I'm definitely not a keyboard player, okay? I think the Indians have a word for it. It's like sitar, not a guitar, sitar. It's like something like a etar, something like that, where whatever you hear, you're able to produce on anything. You know what I mean? And it just came to me one time, and it was like, well, why would I ever want to reproduce something that somebody else is doing? Because there's just too many great places out there and people that are doing just that. I like to experiment. So I'm going to experiment here and show you. So here's the hookup. This is MIDI to this, okay? I got 2 channels on here that I'm sending out, but only one of them is hooked up to the Uno. I just want to give you a little example of how these 2 keyboards how different they sound. Cool, so we'll do some drums down on this end, right? Let's add in the synth on top of that. This is so much fun. Thanks, I'll be here all week. See what I mean? It's so much fun because this is just following that. If I go down to the second channel, and the second channel, let's put something. See, it's not going to trigger anything. Go back up to the other channel. And that's one of the things I love about this keyboard. When I was searching, it's like, I'm trying to, I don't want any, here's the ironic thing. I got to tell you the ironic thing about this keyboard first. This is a performance-ordered keyboard, right? But the ironic thing about it is if you hook this up to a computer, a laptop, a cheapie, anything, it turns it into a real full-fledged multi-track studio, okay? This thing can be your MIDI interface, your audio interface. It'll alleviate the sound modules. It'll release so much pressure on the CPUs in a laptop. You can take a cheap laptop and have a real studio. I don't understand why this one didn't catch on in that way. But it's also a full-fledged performing keyboard. There's 128 performance patches. Not like patches over here or something on a guitar processor or any other kind of or any other patch by name definition where you're changing internal components and then you save that as a patch. We kind of do that here too, but it's all geared for performance. Okay, and you and every patch you've got thousands of things that are being saved with that. It can get quite complicated from just the mere look of it. It's like nothing there, 2-line display. Yeah, it can get deep, but that's the fun part of it. You don't have to use any of that when you're doing it like this. And that's for me, not being a keyboard player, it brings a whole new world for somebody like me who doesn't really know. That's why I'm doing this too. Maybe somebody out there, you got gas and you keep buying new stuff because you haven't figured out how to use the damn shit you already have. You know what I mean? It's just a never-ending circle. So, like, you don't need a lot to really produce a lot of stuff. You just have to have an idea sometimes. So let me show you. Wow, that is so cool, loud. Okay. So this is an old song I've been working on for decades, okay? So I figured I'd share it with you and show you how I use this in conjunction and stuff like that. So what we have here is a mix. We've got the piano on the top and this attack, slow attack of strings on the layer. You can come up with some good stuff like that. Now that came to me the other day when I created that song 91121. So that came to me. So I started using it because I really like the sound of that. And, and I thought, oh, wow. And then I tried to reharmonize everything about this song that I'm going to share with you. It's old, okay? And I never used it, never gave it to anybody, never shared it with anybody on any of the sessions, Doing session work, I'm the kind of guy, I'm the behind-the-scenes kind of guy. I enjoy, I get off on making somebody else sound good. You know what I mean? That's my thing. I'll give you my best. That was my thing. So, but now I'm just like having fun. I'm sitting out here chilling, and I'm just sharing some techno information. You might not know. Because I love when people do all the demos and stuff like that too. Some are good at it, and some aren't. Okay, we get it. Thank you anyway. We appreciate it. Have a thumbs up, brother. So we got that. Now let's put some arpeggiator in the background of that. I get a nice mix here on these two, right? So MIDI channel 1 feeds the the synthesizer, the Uno. And the Uno's audio goes back into the MX1. So you've got a nice mix of those two right there. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty cool. So this is an old song called Rio, and I did it way back in the 80s. I don't know. Oh, I was doing a lot of vacationing, and I'm not going to get into any of that. I just wanted to have some fun, and I kept thinking of all the things like growing up. You know, I had to do this and all the things I had to give up and sacrifice. And I know nobody gives a shit about that then, and they don't now. I get it. I'm sorry. I digress. So it's about, I don't even know what kind of genre, what you call it, you know? You guys help me out there. I don't know what that is. Oh, I got another thing that you guys can help me out with. I can't figure this one part out, you know? I can't do the drums because, of course, I've got drums. I got drums everywhere. I've even got a looper pedal with drums in it, the NUX JCT. My God, that's a fun pedal. But no, I'm just saying, when I'm trying to figure out these patches, I can't switch it fast enough. Then this has a nice little cork here. If you just press that, the drum patch will start. If you hold the stop button and then hit the play, it's in ready mode. It's waiting for you. You know what I mean? And so the other thing, now with these strings, we can add dynamics, and that's the fun part. That's why I bought this keyboard. I'm not a keyboard player, guys, okay? For what I wanted to do, to try to capture, just even if it's just a couple bars or something live, I don't want it going through the computer. And this is a great little computer here. I've done a lot of stuff on here if you watch some of my videos. Done a lot of songs with this thing. But with the little gadgets and the little mobile music making programs, Caustic 3, Chordbot, what's that one there? The SBC and the Scylla Lab. You can't even get that one anymore. I don't know why, but that's a bomb. I'm not reviewing those right now, but here we go. Let me see. Okay, so this is the song. It's called Rio. So it's like, let me add a little headroom too, because also I'm not a singer. I just know how to, you know, when I used to teach music, it was like if you can't mimic it, sing it, or you really can't play it. That's my whole philosophy, okay? You know what I'm saying? You can agree to disagree, but, you know, I'm not talking about computer copy and pasting music. I'm talking about performing music on an instrument. If you can't hear it and say it, and blew it, you can't do it. You don't have to be a singer to do that. You have to be a musician. You have to be able to relate to the tonality. But anyway, so here's what I came up with. I twisted it around. I turned it around. And the nice thing about this, the way I've got this set up, so you've got the keyboard, right? And then the swelling in the background. Now let's put the this in it, and you've got something like this. So the way I have it set up, I can add dynamics by using these three sounds. Okay, so I can do something like this. So you hear that in the background? That's the synth, that's the Uno. God, I love that thing. And you mix it in right here. It's just like perfect for me. That's why I'm having so much fun. If you don't have fun, if it's not fun, don't do it, okay? Seriously. Okay, so now watch when I add an octave above. I've got it programmed on the Uno in this particular format. Here, going back and forth. I just added this note, so the string's coming up in the background. So you see what I'm saying? So to me, that's like, that opens up a whole new world. There's a bunch. I'm not really into the reviews. I'm just talking about how I use them together to create stuff and to come up with ideas. So this is what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Here's the gist of this song. Back in the day, guys. Okay, remember this is back in the day. uh, in my mind, for the video, I was thinking, you hear a telephone ring, and then a young lady picks up the phone, and it just starts out, like, hello, baby, it's overtime. You know I'll be here at least till 9. Didn't mean to change your plans. Hope you understand. There are some things you just have to do. Listen, baby, I'll be on soon. Back down with work and there's so much to do. But if I ever get this finished, it's gonna be sunny paradise, honey, you and me. See, it takes a few minutes to get it together because I'm still working the parts out. But anyway, there you go. So you go from the verse to the chorus. Rio. Rio. Woo. Ha. Rio. Rio. Never seem to stop running around. This fast lane shuffle really gets me down. Pack up all bags, let's get away to a place in the sun where we can play. Rio. Cool, right? Rio. Rio. Woo! I wish I was playing with singers again and stuff like that. God, I miss real vocalists. You know what I mean? Oh man, do I miss jamming and with real vocalists. Anyway, so that's kind of like that. I just wanted to sit and talk a little bit about the gear because maybe it might help you. You might reconsider some stuff. Like where are you going with it? Like for me, I'm all into computers, man. I've been doing computer analyzing computers for almost 20 years. A little longer, but I'm not going to admit that. But there's just something about performing. And that's where I went with this. I just wanted something that would allow me, play any kind of thing I want. You know what I'm saying? I'm never going to limit myself again. I love this shit, don't you? Can't you tell? I'm telling you, I love this keyboard. It's just so much fun to play with. Anyway, I won't bore you anymore, but that's what I do. I like to take those songs. I like to... It's a lot of button pushing. Rio, Rio, Rio.